my boy. Let me live my life in vain.
It ends with us by Colleen Hoover. So, we have to know about this book. Before having this book, I saw this book like at every single platform. Everyone who read this says, oh my god, it is so heartbreaking. Wait, let me give a little synopsis about this book. So this whole book is narrated by Lily. Lily is the main person. She's narrating the book. She is a book. She's a person. Yeah. So Lily, like the environment she grew up in, she is a single child, and she grew up with her parents, her mom and dad, and it was not a very peaceful, very cheery, jolly family. Like, it was abusive. Her dad used to beat her mom up. It was abusive. Anything abusive is bad. Anyway, so Lily hated everything about her dad. So Lily used to write these journals about, I don't think every day, like when she was like mad, sad, like not when she was happy. She was rarely ever happy when she wrote it. So she wrote this journal until she was 16. Even though she was writing it in her diary, she would like say, "Dear Ellen," you know, like Ellen DeGeneres. She would write journal entries like she is like writing a letter and addressing and like sharing her stuff with Ellen. She liked Ellen. And then she meets Atlas. Atlas is a boy. He lives, so that here's her house, and if you go a little back, there's this like shed. I don't even know what that is. If I would have to imagine it, it's basically a roof, walls, a door. Done. It's not a house. It is not a place a person should be living at. That's for sure. Earlier, he used to live with his mother, but his mother, she got married to a guy with whom Atlas stayed, but like Atlas and the guy did not have the best relationship, you know, like he was definitely the bad stepdad. Atlas's mom basically told him, "My husband does not like you. You should leave." So Atlas left, and then for a few months he got a place to stay in, but then had to leave from there. And then he came to that shed thing, and he used to live there. And then Lily noticed that he's living there, and he also went to her school, so they kind of talked, and very slowly and progressively, I don't know, I'm not using the right words, so they became friends, and like Lily would let him shower in her house because he had no running electricity or water at all, so he could not shower, neither could he use the fan or the AC or anything ever. So she let him shower in her house, and then they would watch Ellen together, and yeah, they slowly like patched up and became very nice friends. And then a little more than that, but not for long, because then Atlas went to become a Marine, which was for 4 years, and then after that he said he would come back, and he did. I'm giving too much information. I'm writing the story. So anyway, there's Atlas. Atlas is in the past. Then Lily grows up. She's 22 right now, and her dad just died. And Lily's mom told her to give her a eulogy and basically say like 5 very nice things about her dad. And she goes to say the eulogy, and there's nothing nice to say about that guy. I mean, I don't blame her. Anyway, then she meets Ryle. After the eulogy, after the burial of her dad, she goes to the terrace. No, she does not go to her own terrace. She searches on Google Map the highest terrace with the nicest view, something like that. And then she goes to that terrace where there's Ryle. Ryle is a guy. She meets him. He's also mad because he's a neurosurgeon, so something with his surgery, which I don't think I should say. I think it's kind of like a spoiler. I'm not really sure, but I think you should read. Anyway, so they meet, and Ryle is not about dating. Ryle is not about relationships. Ryle is, he has a different mindset. But then they date, they do. I don't know how to like finish giving a synopsis on this book. I don't know. I think you should read this book. This is all about abusers. Like, not all about them, but mostly and basically about them. It is about basically, I don't know. I did not find this very heartbreaking, but it was definitely very heart aching. You know, like when you will read this, you will wish that did not happen. Like, why would that happen? Because sometimes it is in your control to fix things, you know, and to like not let things like certain things happen. And it was in people's controls, but like they would just let it because, I don't know, society. There's like, I read a quote in this book which was like so like, it is so right. And we like, I don't know, I hear a lot of stories about a lot of things, but we don't talk about abusers because it happens a lot, that's for sure. Like there are so many abusive people out there, and we just let it, like, oh, they're married, so that's fine. Anything is fine because people are just married. That is the wrongest thing I've ever heard. Anyway, so I read this quote. It is very good, actually. Share it. So, shouldn't there be more distaste in our mouths for the abusers than for those who continue to love the abusers? That is so true. Like, we're always like, oh, she came back to him. But like, why the person who is abusive does not stop being abusive? And why it's all on the other person who's getting abused? Like, that is just, everything is so wrong about the perceptions we have for abusive households or people who are abusive. It's just wrong. And this book like kind of really highlights those points and how it is wrong, even though you're living in it, you know. Like, I don't know, I think I would definitely recommend this book because of the topics it highlights and the topics it focuses on, rather than how heartbreaking it is. If you're reading this book just because you want to get sad, I mean, sure, but this is kind of even knowledgeable. You should definitely read this book. I gave it a 4 on 5. I think it is a pretty decent rating for this book. I will not read this book ever again. There's something about this book because there's like Ryle, especially him, because Atlas, you will love Atlas the moment you'll meet him because he's just such a sweetheart. But then Ryle, you'll think Ryle is so bad at first, and you'll think, oh, he's so nice and so loving and caring, but then he does not stay that way. So yeah, anyway, I think you should definitely read It Ends With Us. It is very knowledgeable, and I don't know, it is nice and it is important to kind of like have some knowledge about things that are happening in day-to-day life, you know. So yeah, I'm reading Circe by Madeline Miller right now. I'm so excited because I read The Song of Achilles, and that is the best book ever. So I'm really excited about Circe. I don't think there's anything gay about that book, but it's just Madeline Miller. I really like the way she writes. She is so descriptive, elaborative, and like, I don't know, there's something about her writing that really fascinates me. I think I'm excited about that one. So that was all for this video. I hope you like my review because I don't know if I'm doing it right, because I don't know. Just do it. I hope you really liked this video, and if you did, please smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Turn the bell notification on to get notified every time I upload. I upload every Friday at 5 p.m. I'll see you next time. Yeah, anyway, bye.